Oh, look in there. That is how they should be. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are in Grantham. Now we're going to make a delicacy that was around in the 19th century. It's been forgotten. And there are just a couple of people who actually try and make this and now sell it on the local fairs. Now this was created by mistake in 1740. That's how old this is. It's a fantastic recipe. It was created by a baker in the market town of Grantham. His name was William Eggleston. Now, it was created by mistake. He actually used the wrong ingredients to make gingerbread, and then these gingerbread biscuits were actually created. And like I said, they were a delicacy. In fact, Charles Dickens, in his novel Nicholas Nickleby, he mentioned it in there. That's how famous these biscuits were at the time. Okay, so let's crack on and show you how to make it. Now, we are making it with butter. Now, original recipe was just egg whites, no butter. But you know, we're going to make it with butter. We want that buttery taste in our biscuits. Now, butter came into it later in the 19th century just as a more rich biscuit. Originally, it was made without butter, but then butter came into it. And it was a delicacy, so let's crack on and make it. Add our sugar and add our butter. And we're going to cream it all together. Oops. So it's a bit like making a cake really, so we're just going to cream it till it's light and fluffy. Or the best we can. Okay, that's about as light and fluffy we're going to get with all that sugar in there. What I'm going to do now is rinse off my beaters, because we are going to beat some egg whites. Okay, they're not perfectly scrubbed off with soap or anything like that. They've taken most of the fats off from the butter. Now what we do is we beat the egg whites until they go quite stiff peaks. This is my method, and this is how it would have been done originally. They would have beaten the egg whites to a stiff peak, beat it with the sugar, add the flour. So if you think about it, beating the sugar and the egg whites would have made a meringue. Okay, so we've got this going on in here now, and we are going to add that to our butter mixture. You can fold it all through, or you can just give it a little beating. I'm going to give it a little beating first, incorporate that in there. Now, self-raising flour, and we have a tablespoon of ginger powder. That wants mixing in there, so I'll mix it in. Now we want to slowly incorporate that into our egg mixture. Now I'm actually going to use a beater quite slowly, and it's going to thicken up, so we might have to stir it in. So we're going to go in there with probably half the flour just to get it going. Add a little bit more. So we have this fantastic dough in here now. Just stir all that remainder in there. And that's our biscuit dough. Now it should be quite dry, so don't worry about it. Just mix it in, bring it together. And that is our dough. That is perfect biscuit dough. Now I am completely covered in flour. Right, we're going to bang the air fryer oven on. Now this has a bake setting on here. We're going to set it to 140 degrees, which is the bake setting. And we're going to let it preheat. Now if you had a normal oven, you would set your normal oven about 170 degrees, or if it was fan assisted, about 160. Okay, now I'm covered in flour. Got a couple of trays. Now we are taking about a tablespoon like that of dough, not too hard, rubbing it together, and put it on there. Now that should weigh roughly about 25, 30 grams, somewhere around about there. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, and some biscuits could be smaller or larger. We're not making them commercially, obviously. You want them all roughly about the same size. Now these things are going to pop out. They are going to spread out on the tray, so actually we might just do 3 actually. This part of the recipe is not a problem. You know, I used to make these commercially, so this part of the recipe is not a problem. This part of the recipe could be, because I've never used an air fryer to cook it before. Use a normal oven. Now because the capacity of this oven is so small, we're only going to put 9 biscuits on a tray, and we probably have to do about 2. We're definitely going to do 2 trays. We might have to do about 3 or 4 trays, not to worry. Okay, now I'm going to bob that in there. Now we've never ever cooked in an air fryer these biscuits, so it's going to be an eye-opener. Okay, we've got that on there, and we need to be setting the time. I'm going to set the time for 18 minutes. It's cooking in the air fryer 18 minutes at 140. And we'll just carry on. There we have it. Let's have those out of there. Now they look absolutely spectacular. They are perfect. Right, let's get the next lot in. Now they look a bit special. They look like the Grantham Gingerbread Biscuits. Now don't worry about the crack in the top there. That is supposed to be in there. You know, when these cool down, we'll put them on a tray underneath to let it cool down, because we need this tray actually to finish off the dough. And then we can have a look at them. But if you look underneath, they are perfectly cooked. They've got a nice light browning on the top. They're very lightweight. In fact, this is quite dark on the bottom, but it's fine. Yeah, they're absolutely perfect. Quite warm actually. So I think what we need to do is get them off there and onto there. They are absolutely perfect. That is how to make Grantham Gingerbread Biscuits. A recipe from 1740. I mean, come on. So we'll get them all out, set them all up, then we'll break one open. And you know, it should be completely lightweight inside, slightly hollow. Are you kidding me? Look at those. Grantham Gingerbread Biscuits made. 1740 recipe, absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't know if you can hear, these are lightweight and crispy. Unbelievable. Smell fantastic. Now, these should be hollow inside. Let's crack one open. Oh, look in there. That is how they should be. Oh man. That is unbelievable. That is amazing. That traditional biscuit is absolutely fantastic, you know. That's how recipes evolve. You know, this is from 1740. It was a mistake. It's delicious. There's a nice crumbly biscuit on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Incredible. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.